Religious systems are the perfect example of narcissistic behavior, and the people that follow and defend these systems, at minimum, are narcissistic codependents. I mean, just think about it for a second. There's an acronym for traits for narcissistic reactions and behavior. It's called DARVO. D for deflect, A for argue, R for R and V for reverse the victim, and O for offend. And just think, on that deflect, how many times has an accusation come against a church or come against a religious system, and the system itself and the people there deflect and point out other problems, whether it be a pastor embezzling money or some sort of other shortcoming of a pastor, and even serious, much more serious, like SA of young individuals and just that behavior going on. Youth pastors marrying 18-year-olds fresh out of their youth groups coming out, and just how many years of preparation was that taken to get that person ready to be married. All these things just get deflected and swept under the rug. You have so many examples of churches in the United States where this person, did something to another young individual in the church, and all they do is get moved to a different church in a different town. You have everything that happened with the Catholic Church and all the atrocities that they committed, and it's no better in a lot of the other systems. The Baptists had just come out with stuff, and there's all this going on, just mentally, and it's deflected on. It's God ordained this. This is what we want. We need to, submit to your roles. This is the ideal way of, having relationships. It's not our issue. Look at what's going on in the LGBT community, deflecting and trying to put blame on other people. Let's not put this light out on us. Let's reflect it on there. And then they'll argue. They'll try to stand up and say, no, this isn't true, and fight to the tooth and nail that this is not an issue. It's more of an issue for these things over here, and more deflection in the arguing, and reverse the victimhood. How many times have you heard that they're oppressed, the most oppressed group in the country? So much so that we have legislation being passed that you can't attack the Christian church in America anymore and speak negatively against it, because they're the true victims here. It's funny how the oppressors kind of reflect that on themselves as we're the victims. Everyone's holding us back. We're not allowed to control everyone like we want to, so that victimizes us. We need to have it our way. And then offend. They blatantly come out and just offend people and oppress people with what they say and what they do. The high and mighty mindset that they have, that they're better than everyone else. We have the moral code of the country, and everyone needs to fall in line with us. If you don't know our God, you can't have morals. Offensive statements and actions like that. And it's just a prime example of what happens of all of this, just trying to get the spotlight off of them. And don't look in our closet and all our evil deeds. We're fine. We're the church. We're all right. Everyone needs to look up to us. We're the best. We're the standard that everyone has to meet. But let's look at everything else going on in this country. Let's look at immigration. Let's look at LGBTQ. Let's look at women's reproductive rights. These things need to be addressed. These are evil atrocities. But some of the most offensive and awful things that happen in our world and our society is because the church is there. And it's happened throughout history. The oppressions of native peoples, the slaughter of individuals here and there, the defense of what they do, the torture through the Inquisitions in Spain and all of Europe, just to get people to confess to what they weren't, witch trials and everything else, all in the name of their religion, all in the name of their God. It's a true narcissistic behavior that can commit and do evil things and say, no, we're fine, we're all right, it's ordained by our God. But everything you do that's just loving someone that you choose to love, or taking care of your own body, what's best for you and what you decide is best for your health, or just trying to live in this country, even though you may not be lily white like the rest of the church wants you to be. That's the problems according to them, not what we're doing, because we're the standard. Don't look at us. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Look what's going on out here. We'll point out the problems. You don't understand what the problems are. We'll tell you what they are. They're trying to control the narrative. They're trying to reflect themselves on this. And the simple fact is since they can't see in the mirror how evil and awful they are, They don't understand why people don't fall in line and just, oh yeah, you guys are so great. Because people outside the church and that have left the church realize how awful it is, how atrocious it is, and see it for clearly what it is and the monster that it has become. But they can't see it. They don't understand why people leave. It's because you act the way you do and behave the way you do. And people see you for who you are. And when they see that, they don't want to be any part of it. And they're going to call you the monster you truly are.